Today, we're going to be joined by a friend of mine named Tim who's quarantined in Valencia, Spain, and we're going to be discussing the differences between life in Europe right now versus New York City. Make sure to watch until the end because we're going to show you how Spain shows their appreciation at 8 o'clock every night for essential staff. All right, Tim, welcome to the first episode of, I don't even have a name for this show. We'll just say you're on the Barrio. We'll start with that. And Tim, you're a bit of a good luck charm on this channel. Some of my viewers may recognize you. You were on my most popular video ever, the $10 a day challenge. And we had one commenter call you a hero to the Belgian people. You were on my Charleston video. Tim, welcome, man. What's going on?
I was in your wedding. You can
wedding video.
Maybe we should start calling it hashtag stuck in the barrio.
Hashtag stuck in the barrio. But
that's what
Tim,
I am.
You are stuck in the barrio right now. But Tim, let's get started. Obviously, you've been under quarantine for almost 2 weeks right now. How are you feeling?
It's been a roller coaster. Like as of yesterday, I had this weird feeling that it's starting to feel like it's normal. It's starting to feel like this is life right now. Like this is not going to change for a while, and I feel like my body and my brain adjusted to it. But it's been a roller coaster.
I want to talk about the differences right now between the restrictions of Spain versus New York City. And New York City is a little bit different than other parts of the United States right now. But a lot of people here are complaining that they see people gathering in parks, they see people gathering all over. And as you mentioned, your restrictions happened right away. The lockdown of New York kind of happened gradually, I would say, over the course of a week, where you could still get a haircut, but you couldn't go to a bar or a club. What are the exact restrictions right now for you in Valencia? What can you do exactly?
Well, we can't do anything. Like I think, for example, in Belgium, we still have the rights to work out, while here we are not allowed to go for a walk. You can't really be outside by yourself or in group, just to go to the store, pharmacy, or go to work. But as of tomorrow, that's also done. So the company that I work for, we are completely locking down too. Everybody is working from home as of Monday. So they even tighten the rules every single day more and more. And I was supposed to go back home to Belgium to sit this out last week, but also now the airport is completely closed. So
could you even go for a jog right now if you wanted to?
I mean, I think the most strict rules are applied during the day, and as long as you're not like with a group of people, the police won't really like bother you. But I heard stories, like I'm still following physiotherapy normally for my shoulder that broke a while ago. My physiotherapist told me that some of his colleagues were already being fined because they came outside without the protective gear or without the right supplies in order to visits to houses. So they are outside and the people are getting fined. I think it's even up to 15,000 euros, but I think that's in extreme cases. But it goes from like 450 to 15,000 euros if you're outside without a purpose. I actually have to go outside real quick later today to sign a new lease for another month because I'm going to be stuck here for another month. But that's around the corner, and I'm going to take a grocery bag. Hopefully, I won't get stopped.
I mean, what are the social distancing measures, or how does it feel walking the streets? Because even in New York right now, I was saying in my last video how I was walking down the street, a guy saw me and he crossed the street. Is there that sort of a fear right now of interaction, or is that extreme for you?
That's a funny thing. Like I kind of feel like Spanish people have always been very loosely with personal space.
Yep.
They're like my CEO or my marketing manager said, Spanish people, we are a country of hugging and kissing. So this is a very tough situation for them to be in. So like when you go to the store, like they're waiting outside with hand sanitizer and gloves, but then like I'm still like conscious about not getting too close to people, but stores here are so small that you see people like you're looking at a vegetable and people are just like rushing in and like trying to like get to that vegetable. I'm like, dude, like wait until I'm done or go find something else. So also the distance over here is 3 feet instead of America is 6 feet. I basically don't think that distance has a lot to do with it. Like whether if you breathe, I mean your breath stays in the air. So like whether it's 3 or 6 feet, or if you're in the same space, you see a lot of masks on the street. Like earlier, I took a walk around the block when going to the store just to like get some more exercise in. But there's literally nobody's out except if you have a dog. Those are the people that are out all the time. But
well, it's interesting comparing New York right now to a lot of parts of Europe because there's a lot of people out in New York. I've seen other YouTubers who are just filming, walking in Times Square, walking in the parks, and there were still people playing volleyball just a few days ago. How does that make you feel? What do you think about how New Yorkers are reacting to it right now?
Well, I was on a call with my mom. Shout out to my mom, by the way. She was in Belgium checking out my apartment yesterday, and she passed by hundreds and hundreds of people gathering around near the river, just enjoying life, enjoying the sun. Like, I understand that's great and all, and again, because New York, Belgium, France, Germany, England, whatever those countries are that are on lockdown right now, it's annoying that you have to do this in the springtime. The reason why Spain has done it so fiercely is because it's nice weather here all the time. If you don't do it as fiercely and you say you can't go outside, you have to stay inside as much as possible, people would still be gathering here in the parks, and because it's good, it's nice weather every day. So that is what people will do here, and that's why they need to be so strict about it and say, no, you can't go outside. And again, are they enforcing the law or the rule as much? I don't think so. But it's more about like your mental state. Like, okay, I can't go outside. This is serious. Let's just stay inside and minimize our travel as much as possible.
No, that is an excellent point. And I want to veer into more of your day-to-day life right now. Now, I'm at an advantage, and I feel like any of the viewers right now who are married, in most cases, maybe some people who are married don't want to be with their spouse. I don't know. But in my case, I'm happy to be with Adriana for most of the day. I'm fine. I have company. But in my video where I talked about things that I want to do during this quarantine, I said call one person a day who's doing this by themselves. I mean, you are self-isolating alone. Has that been difficult for you, spending so much time by yourself? And what are you doing to get by?
I mean, thanks for your video, by the way. You can show a link over here right now.
Oh, yeah.
I saw that video, like it was very interesting, and I really appreciate it. And you've been a good friend, by the way, by calling me. We already spoke like 2 or 3 times in the last 11 days, which is amazing. But yeah, it's tough. It's not easy being by yourself because you have a lot of time to think. And if you know me, like I'm not the right person to think a lot. So good thing is I'm pretty well stocked on these little guys.
Of course you are.
Shout out to Amstel from Valencia. If you see this, I can use a sponsor.
Are liquor stores considered essential right now in Spain? They're considered essential in New York.
We don't have liquor stores in Spain. You can buy liquor in the grocery store, right. So there's no difference going to the grocery store or whatsoever. We're not as strict as Americans or American regulations. It's like, oh, you want to buy a bottle of gin? Like it's right next to the strawberries that you can throw into your gin. So
those uptight Americans, oh.
And also, liquor is so cheap here. It's like I paid $5 for a bottle of gin. It's not, and it's pretty decent gin.
Tim, you know what I think the problem is? You just had me realize something. I think self-isolation for extroverts like yourself is very difficult. I'm an introvert, even though a lot of people may not believe me because I'm very animated on my videos. But I think I could probably handle this better than you because you thrive off of social interactions, right?
Yeah, but don't get me wrong. I guess I was like back in the like when I'm traveling or when I'm going to conferences or I'm working. I'm seeing people 5 days a week. Believe me, like I enjoy being at home by myself, being naked, watching a movie. Like those are just the kind of things that I enjoy too. And I'm like, yes, I'm an extrovert and I thrive on social interactions, but I can keep myself entertained. So right now, as per your advice, I'm trying to learn. Like I'm trying to perfect my Spanish. I'm I'm learning how to code. I try to look up some courses about marketing, watching TV, obviously, playing some games, walk around the apartment, work out, do yoga,
Yeah.
do meditation. The one thing is, and that's an advice I would give everybody is like if you don't have to work and you have no reason to get up, just don't get up and just sleep in, enjoy that, like be rested. Because especially now when you're not rested and you feel sick, you're gonna feel even worse. So just take your time, listen to your body.
No, that's excellent advice. I'm actually struggling right now with that because while I'm an introvert, I'm also a type A personality, and Adriana always jokes that I constantly have to be stimulated. I always have to be doing something. So I am working on projects. I'm
Yeah.
brainstorming an ebook right now, but there are moments where I'm like, okay, John, relax, like take a nap, or you can sleep an extra hour or two. You can use this time to breathe a little bit. I think that is really good advice. Now, Tim, before we move on to the 8 o'clock spectacular in Spain, a lot of our viewers, not all of them, but many of them are based in the United States. What advice or what message do you have for all of them right now?
Just listen to the government. I guess they know what's best for us. Like nobody knows what's happening right now. Today is going to be completely different as of tomorrow. Try not to speculate. I remember the first week when this was happening. I had a lot of friends sending me like, "Oh my God, you're going to be stuck in Spain for months at a time. Like you're never going to get home," and all of that. Like that might be, but don't tell people that. Like keep some of your speculations for yourself. Some people don't have like I had a panic attack by somebody saying that I was going to be stuck here for a few months. I
Of
was
course.
worried about finances and everything, and I know in America is different than Europe because we have a better social security. But enjoy these moments as much as you can. How difficult time is. Do some development. Learn some skills. Think about the future.
So, guys, we got one more surprise for you. Tim is going to show us what they do in Spain and in Italy right now, and I believe in other countries as well. At 8 o'clock, they haven't done this yet in the United States, so we're going to show you what it's like to be quarantined in Spain at 8 o'clock, and Tim is going to explain all about it.
Okay, guys. So every night at 8 o'clock, like this is how much of a community Spain is right now. Like in some countries they do it as well. Like in Italy, you saw the YouTube videos and everything. But like for example, in Belgium, they don't. So at 8 o'clock on the dot, people go to the balconies, start clapping for at least like 2 to 3 minutes. People are flashing their lights and clapping. If a police car passes by, they start clapping harder, and the police just like runs their sirens to like for appreciation to all the medical workers, the health workers, and also like the drivers that are still on the road every day to supply your supermarkets. The like I said, police as well because like they're out there in the danger zone basically. Good job, buddy. Thank you guys. Like appreciate the support, everything I'm getting from John and the community, and Hey, hopefully I'll see you guys on Instagram or anywhere else.
Yeah, I'm going to put Tim's Instagram down below. Guys, if you have any questions for Tim or myself, leave it down below in the comments. Let me know if you're into this type of video. Do you want more interviews? Thank you so much for watching, as always. Until next time.